Okay, hello, this is Dr. Janes, and today I was going to talk about how to, Kden is a free software program. It's really great for editing your videos. I use it for most of my videos, but it does have a few bugs, and I found a way to work around some of the bugs, and today I'm going to talk about how to work around the timing issue. And I'm not sure if this bug is common with the Windows version of Kdenlive as well or not, but with Linux, so what I'm doing is I'm working on a great song here. I do songs. They're not as popular as my computer help videos, but I uh, believe that there's a lot of social injustices out there, and I try to bring it through entertainment, just like Hollywood brings their poison through entertainment. I try to counter it with the truth, and a lot of people don't know the truth, so I try to bring that out in some of the songs that I make in my amateur videos. But anyway, I'm going to tell you how to get around this timing issue. So when I'm doing videos, I will create a soundtrack, and I have to create my own kind of unique soundtrack. And I have to time it very precisely with my audio. So here's my soundtrack on one track, and then I have an audio on the other track. And if we zoom in here, you can hold down the control button on the mouse, on the keyboard here. See the control button. Then you can zoom in with your mouse wheel here, like that, and that will allow you to zoom in on the audio, and you can change. You can grab onto this audio track, and you can slide it back and forth one tick. That's as precisely as you can move it. And what I found is that I can get things lined up perfectly.
Sit around and make up lies. Nothing's true.
Okay, and so if I get it all lined up perfectly, and then I try to render it, renders up here, and actually, let me close this. So I want to keep the tracks preserved, so I will like blank out the instrumental, and close that. So when we play this,
And make up lies. Nothing's true.
so I can just render the soundtrack and set that into place, and then bring it back up, and then I can have because what happens is that sometimes the timing will shift around when you cut things and other things, and it will do this weird thing in Kden. It's not a lot, but if you're doing very precise things, it will become annoying. And so the way I found to get around this is that so when you render it, it will come out with the incorrect timing. It'll sound weird, like things will be off, and then you go back in and you listen to it together, and it will be off again if you close down Kden. So let's click on close. Yeah, we'll save it. And if we open Kden back up, then a lot of times it will move the timing back to where Kden really thinks it is, and not have it where kind of like a false place. So when you're moving things around, it will keep the timing in a place that Kden doesn't really think it's there. It will sound correct to you, but then when you render it, it won't be correct. So if you close it back down and bring it back up, it will move the timing to where Kden really thinks it is, where it's really going to render it. And so then it'll be off again, so that you can go back in and kind of readjust things. And if you do that, and then save it, and then close it down again, and then open it back up and listen to it, then the timing should be correct if you do that several times.
Sit around and make up lies. Nothing's true.
And after you do that a few times, then I found that you can go ahead and do the rendering thing, and when you render it and bring it back up, it will be in the correct spot. Another thing is that when you let me get one that's been rendered that was incorrectly rendered. Maybe I didn't load it up. Which one is this? This is NV15. Okay, maybe this is it. So let's take a look here. So here is a rendered soundtrack, and one thing you want to notice is that if we zoom in here, oops, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Let's load up the rendered one. Vocal comp 3. Okay, so here's a vocal comp that I rendered, and let's just, I'm going to zoom back out for a second and stick it down here. Then we'll zoom back in, and you want to notice that it is a little bit longer. It's 3 tick marks longer than this other guy. This is how long the original soundtrack was. That was the longest it could be, right? And it's a little bit longer, so you might have to. Before I've had to go and chop off things because I think it adds some of that delay in the front of it. So go in and zoom in. You might have to play around with it to make sure the timing's right, but maybe go in and, you know, cut clip, chop off a part of it and slide it over if the timing error is at the beginning. And then of course you want to save it, close it down, and bring it back up again to make sure that the timing is actually proper, because like I said, Kden will play it incorrectly, but then when it renders it, it will be off time. So if you do this sequence where you adjust things, save it, close it back down, and bring it back up, and I found that that kind of works around the bugs, this particular bug in Kden. And other than that, it's, you know, it's a great freeware program, and you can't beat free, and it's very powerful too. So I hope this helps you with some of the timing issues of Kden. And this is Dr. Janes, and thanks for watching.